guys, not as long a day today. How's everybody doing? It's Wednesday, and we're up to number 28 in the 30 Habits for Happiness. And number 28 is select friends that will lift you up. So if you want to have friends, make sure they are going to be positive influences in your life, right? Have you ever had friends that no matter what you said to them, they shot you down? Or they always had a negative attitude to whatever your thought process was or whatever it is you wanted to do? It's like, that's kind of a bummer, right? So, in order to have a nice habit for happiness, that's a good one, I think. Actually, a super important one for sure. They say that you are the sum total of the 5 closest friends that surround you. So, if you think about who are the 5 closest people to you, are they people who are not inspiring and not lifting you up and not having a good positive mental attitude on a regular basis? Or are they people who you really want to hang around with and they really do inspire you and the things that they do are helpful to you, are they make you want to be a better you? To me, that's kind of the friends that I would prefer to have around me. And obviously there's not too many people with friends around them right now. but you know who they are, right? And you know they're still your friends. Just if you don't see them regularly or you're doing physical distancing, because you gotta right now, especially if they're at risk or you're at risk. So that's important. But, you know, a phone call or a text or an instant message, any of the above are really great ways to stay in touch with those people. I keep saying we are social beings. Social distancing is not a good thing. We want to have people in our lives. Now, let me flip this camera around here. I know you can't see much of me here. You can at least see where I'm going. I was just at a red light there, so I'm being safe. The physical distancing is the only thing that really has to happen now. Social distancing is kind of a misnomer. As some of you know, I've had a little article about that in the Hartford Natural Awakenings in the April edition of the New Haven edition of the Natural Awakenings magazine, because I just felt like it was, first of all, it was really unclear what is social distancing, you know. Although that's what the term is, people didn't really know what it really meant, especially at the beginning. It was super confusing. You actually had to have a chart out just so you knew what to do and what not to do. I think the term physical distancing is much more appropriate. And since we're social beings, you want to hang out with the people that you want to hang out with. Some people call it their tribe. You know, some people it's for some people it's their family. How great is that? When your family is your cheerleader. Your family is your people who are supporting you in what you want to do in life and are a positive influence in what you want to do in life. When I was younger, I had a lot of different ideas, and I didn't always get support from my family, but I did get it from friends. So sometimes the people who you surround yourself with that will lift you up change, and you have to change along with it, right? So nothing wrong with that either. I'm at a red light here. I'm gonna wave to a few people that are on here. Some I haven't seen in a long time. So when you talk about people who lift you up, what does that really mean? It's a little bit about, you know, some of the things we talked about the other day, which is, you know, if you have ideas about what you want to do and you're brainstorming with somebody that really is somebody who can brainstorm with, they're going to give you a lot of the positive ideas of what you might need to do and help you kind of think bigger or think in a different direction, but always staying on the positive side of that, not playing the devil's advocate. It's okay to have a devil's advocate. However, you don't want to take too much of it to heart because all the greatest things that have ever happened on the planet happened because someone believed that it could happen and that they could do it. Or they could find somebody who could do it. And you know what? Everything starts with a thought. A lot of you know that I say that a lot. Thoughts are things. Your thoughts are where everything starts from. Your thoughts, not somebody else's. And when you think about it, it means you're probably more than capable of doing it. Sometimes people believe in themselves enough to just go for it. But sometimes they need friends who will lift them up and be there for them and be that kick in the can, or that, surrounding them with positive stuff so that they can keep moving forward in what they want to do in life or a dream that they have. It's really important, to have people around you that support you. And that's a big piece of happiness, let me tell you. If you have people that do believe in you, it really makes a huge difference about how you feel about life in general. And I know one time I was really excited about something and I ran it by my best friend and she literally shot me down cold, and I was just so devastated. And I was like, oh my God, how come she doesn't see it this way? And I mean, I did end up doing it anyways, but that was heartbreaking. That's hard to hear that when somebody that you really thought, wow, I want to share this with her, and this is really going to be really cool for both of us. And it was like, no, not interested, kind of a thing. And I was like, wow, it was really hard to hear that, but it happens, and it's not that I'm not friends anymore. We are still friends. But typically if something is coming my way that I need to have, people around me that are more supportive, or I want to brainstorm some stuff, or just, shoot some ideas around with them, that's not who I'm going to call. I'm going to call somebody else. And that's okay. Thank God you have lots of friends, right? Hopefully. And you can talk to any of those friends about, some of your ideas or what it is you want to do, or any of those kinds of things. And that's such a plus in life to be able to have that. So for me, having friends who lift you up is a really important one in terms of habits for happiness. And I'm glad that it's, on the list as a thought process of do you have friends like that? Are those the people that you want to hang around with and, be in relationship with in some manner or sort? And I think that's what's important for a lot of people, is knowing that they have friends like that in life, and that they can have a support system around them that's going to be uplifting and give them what they need. The thing is I think with life anyways, is sometimes when you're down and other people are up, they can lift you. And when they're down and you're up, you can lift them. So it's a good thing not everybody's down at the same time or up at the same time, because that would really be frustrating, right? And I think that's the thing that people don't always think about, is nobody, just so you know, nobody's up all the time. It's not even possible. Although I must say the opposite is probably true. There are people who are down all the time, unfortunately. And some of it self-imposed, and, some of it other reasons. Who knows? Who even knows what all those reasons are? There's a lot of mental health issues on the planet. And there always has been, but I think at least now it's a little easier to get help, and it's also a little bit easier to ask for the help. So it's a good thing that we're not all down at the same time, or not all up at the same time, so that we can kind of balance each other out, yin yang. There's that balance in there that can help you get back to where you maybe want to be, And if you aren't in a good place, somebody else is going to be there to help you out and to be really your cheerleader. You know what I mean? So that's probably it for today. It's raining here, but the sun is still there somewhere beyond the rain, beyond the clouds. The sun is always there. So I just want to remind you guys, the sun is always shining, and it's got your back. And I hope you have at least 5 friends that you can say are people who lift you up and are somebody that cares a lot about you and is supportive of you. So that's it for tonight, and I will talk to you with number 29 tomorrow. Have a good night, all. Take care. Bye for now.